Hi friends, it's the start of a new vlog. Apparently I'm doing things Tuesday to Tuesday instead of Monday to Monday or Sunday to Sunday like I had initially planned. Love that for me. I just got off work. I'm currently just doing my makeup, start to film one video, a single video, because that's where I'm at with my life. I figured that since it's the start of a new vlog, I might as well just update you guys on the things that have been kind of going on in the life of Therese since last week was kind of a little bit of a weird week. And also go through, like, live through my makeup, my beauty guru dreams when I was like in high school and be like, well, this is what I'm doing now with my makeup. I already did my primer. I have been using Soap & Glory's One Heck of a Blot primer. My friend Lisa suggested this in one of her videos, and I've just been applying that to the T's area of my face and anywhere else it might need like extra grip. Then I set my face with the e.l.f. Thing. Yesterday my sister and I actually bought the foundation for Selena Gomez's new line. I mentioned it in my earlier video, but I'm really excited to try this out just because I like what it stands for, and like, why not? It's actually cheaper for a high-end drugstore. It's only like $29, but my Born This Way foundation, which is a little too dark for me and I actually love this foundation, is like practically $50. So like, who are we losing out on? But I've heard really good things about this foundation. It's like really lightweight. It's like a serum. I'm mildly concerned for how it'll be with my very oily face, but you know, we're just gonna go with it. But an update, I'm just gonna actually bump the ISO back up so I can see better. Boop boop boop. That did absolutely nothing. I have a mirror. It's a janky mirror, but it's a mirror. Which means I can do makeup. Oh, you're too close to me. And also talk at the same time. Bit of an update as to where my headspace has been, because you guys know I took a little bit of a break and I mentioned it in that video that I did when I came back. But basically, I had a coworker get COVID, so we were all just kind of put it back into quarantine, which I'm very thankful for. And we all had to get tested, so my mindset has these past few weeks has been pretty much on just like staying healthy, and thankfully the results came back negative like last week, so I didn't have to worry too much about that. But then after that, there's just been a lot of trying to move out. Quarantine has me low-key realizing that my 24-year-old butt cannot stay at home anymore, and not because of you know, that weird American idea that you have to be moved out by 18, but primarily because I just need a space to call my own, especially when I'm working from home 24/7. It's kind of been a little bit difficult to like really stay focused when the space that I really can call my own is my room, which I still share with my sister, which I'm okay with because the two of us are pretty like separate people. We don't really talk to each other unless we have something to say, so it's not just like us bugging each other. But I definitely would like to be able to like go into the kitchen or something and like just do my work and like separate everything, because right now my work laptop is like where my makeup is, where my desk is, and near my bed, so it's just like a weird area. But yeah, so my best friend and I have been apartment hunting, and then hopefully in like 6 months to a year my sister can go ahead and hop in and join us. Oh, I really like this. Like, it's like pretty lightweight, which is what I'm not very used to, and it's definitely a little bit more on the warmer side than my skin color, because I'm definitely a little bit more, I guess we're finding today that I'm a bit more of a neutral kind of gal with my skin color, but that's fine. I'm just gonna blend this down the skin so it's not like I'm wearing a mask when I film. But like, I like this. Definitely a nice shade, and something I could probably find easier when my shades are actually accurate again for the wintertime. But so my friend and I did a lot of not a lot, we did like 2 apartment tours, and then fell in love with a place that we saw that as our second tour the Saturday. So we applied and we heard back, and now it's just like trying to make sure that we're getting approved, and then like all of our income stuff is doing well. Just gonna layer a bit more here to cover up some of those dark circles, even though I have a pretty good concealer. So we did hear back from them today actually, and by the looks of it, it seems like we're approved. We just have to give them like the usual like, oh yeah, we can afford this actually kind of stuff. So I'll keep you guys updated, and maybe if my friend allows me, because I have never asked her if it's okay for me to include her in vlogs. I might include her, we might do a moving vlog, or I'll find a way to keep her pretty faceless or something. But yeah, then after the apartment tours, my best friend, my sister, my partner, and I went up to the lake that's nearby and just kind of enjoyed the sunset and like enjoyed each other's company. Thankfully they all get along, so I didn't have to worry too much about that. I've had issues in the past where like my partner didn't get along with my friends, and it was always a rough time. And it's definitely lessons that I've learned, where if my friends don't like, or my chosen family doesn't like a partner of mine, probably shouldn't be with them. Family, I can give a little bit, just because, you know, family is protective and they don't always get to be as involved in the relationship in terms of like seeing the partner all the time, or talking to them, or following them on social media. So I always like give a little bit of pull there. This is actually really nice. Okay. But yeah, so that was fun. Sunday was pretty chill. It was, my choir director decided that they're consolidating their kitchen. They have a lot of doubles of like appliances and like utensils and stuff. So she contacted my sister and I, and we are now going to be slowly getting stuff for the kitchen. And then when my sister joins, she will have a bunch of stuff for the kitchen already, as well as artwork. So that was fun news. And then Monday was my sister's birthday. She's 20 now. I know. She still really would like to do that mukbang, but some of y'all didn't really ask a lot of questions on Twitter. So I'm gonna open it up to YouTube as well. Like a nice like little sister reveal. So if you guys would like some information on or like would like to meet my sister and just want to ask questions about like our relationship, because we're two very, very different people if you ever see her. So it's always interesting because people are like, oh, how, like when we were younger we hated each other, and everyone was like, oh yeah, how do you guys get along now? And we're just like, But yeah, so we celebrated her birthday a little bit, and yeah. So yeah, that my headspace has been kind of all over the place. So I'm hoping that this week will be a nice little change. I do have a couple plans this week. I have to finish the Balefire. I want to finish Balefire. The next thing that I want to do is finish my novel. I've been on the 3rd draft for so long, painfully long actually, that at this point it's just a joke. It's a joke that I can't seem to finish. It also sucks though, because I was super excited to hopefully finish that by the end of last week, but then what I forgot to realize is that I changed so much from the original plan that there are certain scenes that I literally have to rewrite / refigure out, which I didn't factor into finishing. So I'm hoping to finish everything by this week, the end of this week, and I finally figured out the scene that I was stuck on, so I no longer have to worry about worry about that per se. And hopefully I can finish that by the end of this week, and then just take a breather. Like I have a couple of things I still need to plan out from that contouring Fenty. Yeah, but I still have a couple of things I need to figure out with that part, but not a ton. I feel like by now the plot and like the backstories and everything are pretty much all set. It's just now just fine-tuning and everything for the next draft, and like getting everything all cohesive. So I'm excited. What else? Yeah, so I'm hoping to finish that, and then I'm gonna take like a long actual planned break this time from this novel. I probably won't pick it up until December, just because, well, pick it up to write in December, just because I want to take the rest of September off and just like breathe and like write little things here and there. I want to see, because there are a couple of like freelance editing or manuscript reading jobs that are available online, and I want to do that and like do some short story stuff, like submit some short stories. So I think I might make that a priority for the rest of September. And then October I'll be planning to join NaNoWriMo. I have never joined NaNoWriMo with a new draft before, and I have a nice story idea that my friend Ethel actually chose. I had her choose from the pool of stories that she knows that I've been dabbling in since like who knows how long. So I will be writing that. I'll be playing that, and then Nano comes and I'll be doing Nano. So, and reading my third draft of my whip during that, just so I can get like a better understanding of like where things are. So yeah, that is it for the update. Other than that, so everything's been fairly okay. Nothing too crazy. It's just been a lot of like me being everywhere and no longer knowing what time management is, which is terrible because I literally created a bullet journal for the sole purpose of time management, and then it went away. But I will catch up with you guys a little bit again come, what am I looking for? When I start filming my video. So, yeah.
October. Yes, please. Income tax.
You're gonna learn about income tax. So if you're a level 1 tax person, let me do your taxes and please give me.
Alrighty, so it's still Tuesday. I just got done editing my writing vlog for this week. While I was filming the video, I ran out of card space, so I had to transfer my vlog clips to my laptop, and I thought everything transferred over well. It was opening just fine. With that being said, I deleted those clips from my SD card and was like, don't need it, it's all on my laptop, we're good to go. Come a few hours later, I try to open the clips just to see how much like posts I need to do and all that stuff. And then I found out that what happened was it didn't copy the clips over. It just created a shortcut. And there's no way for me to recover said footage because I deleted it from the SD card. That means this month's vlog will start from today, September 8th, and then continue on, and I'm gonna try to get this up by Saturday-ish, or no, I'm gonna try to have all this stuff edited. It'll be this week will go from Tuesday to like Saturday, maybe Sunday morning, and then Sunday, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, I accidentally deleted an entire week's worth of vlog. Gang. Not that much happened. Well, a lot happened, but not that I could really document, because I forgot to document that entire week, and I'm pretty sure the lighting is going to be off too. So really, who lost? Still me. But you know what? We learned a valuable lesson today. We make sure it's not a shortcut before we delete all the footage. But I did upload the video. I'm just waiting for CC to catch up. Hopefully that should be up by like 10:30 and I can go to bed shortly after. Or like hopefully it'll be up by 10. It's only like not an 11-minute video, so it should be fine. And then I'm currently reading more of Balefire. I'm really enjoying it. They finally find out that they're twins, and like things are starting to happen. Thais almost died and was impaled by a streetcar, and she's learning about magic because she was born, well, she was born a witch, but she wasn't raised like a witch. She wasn't raised Wiccan or to practice magic, I should say, because their religion's not Wiccan. It's like a cousin of Wicca. So that's a fun time. And yeah, I will update you guys more the more I read. I'll have more to talk about once I get past like this initial like she's finding out she's a witch, because then things get a little bit more interesting and we learn more backstories and all of that fun stuff. So yeah, but I will update you guys then. And but if not, just know I spent the majority of the night mourning the fact that I lost a week's worth of footage. This is why we don't let Therese handle technology on her own, because she's technologically inept and something always goes wrong. But it's fine. Hello, it is now Wednesday, almost said Friday. Wow. It's now Wednesday, almost 8 p.m.-ish. I haven't done a ton of vlogging today just because I actually did do quite a bit for work today, and I was pretty like mentally busy, so I didn't really have the energy to like sit down and like vlog. And then after work, I decided to do a little bit of cleaning. I couldn't do like I'd like to do some deep cleaning in my room, but I think that might happen if I get approved for this apartment and move out. So just right now it's like some light cleaning and organizing, just because I wouldn't say my room is a mess per se at the current moment. I just haven't had the chance to tidy up the way that I would like to. I think I mentioned it the beginning of this vlog. It has been a little bit of like a kind of a topsy-turvy kind of situation for me with everything going on. I have other things that I haven't mentioned that I don't want to mention for in case other people find my channel and like watch these vlogs, which is like, I feel like if you're like a friend of mine who finds out that I'm doing these vlogs, you're probably not gonna go for like probably like the 20-minute vlog, like one of my shorter 10-minute videos. So, but still, I haven't had the chance to really tidy up and like clean and just make everything look flush. But I'm doing that right now. Not too much cleaning, I just have to do some reorganizing. There are some things moving around. Update on the apartment. By the looks of things, my friend and I got our credit checks back and they were both good, unsurprisingly. My friend and I like regularly check our credit scores for that sole purpose. So now we're just waiting back on our criminal background checks, which is, I clearly look like a hardened criminal, you guys, clearly. But yeah, just waiting back for those. I'm really excited. I clearly still with my parents, which is, there's nothing wrong with that, but I'm really excited to like kind of start fresh and have this little bit of freedom and like wiggle room. I'm excited to decorate. I love decorating. I like the idea of it. Like I said, I only have my room and I share it with my sister, and I don't have a ton of decorating space, but you guys seem to really like what I do with my bookshelves, so I'm gonna take that as a yeah, we like it. Yeah, I'm a good decorator. I am planning on doing some writing a little bit. I told myself I can't watch any more core. I did finish season 1 last night. That was kind of like a hurrah that I filmed and edited all in one go. I like it. It's really complex. I think it has a lot of like interesting kind of tones behind it, and some stuff that I suppose you could say is relevant to today. It's interesting just to see like the mindsets and see what the show was trying to do with the first season, and then how you can relate that to today. And yeah, I'm interested. I can't wait to pick up season 2, but I need to finish my draft before that. So I have half a chapter left, I believe, and then the next chapter I can probably start editing sometime tomorrow night. As for reading, I know there's a part that's going to happen just because I've read this book like 1,000 times, and I'm not going to say it exactly. Actually, I'm going to say it. The guy that the twins have been seeing is actually the same guy, but he has like his name is like those fancy little French names. This has like 2 first names. It's like Andre Luc. Yeah. And so he uses Luc for one and then Andre for the other. And so I know that bit's gonna happen sometime soon, as they try to like bonding and like throw a party together, and that'll be fun. But I also forgot that there's like a weird twin theory with that, is that twins in their like famille is a little bit more powerful because they can conjoin their power, so they've been dreaded in their famille. So they either go crazy with power like the twins do, or people kill them. And I think right now the plot is that someone's trying to kill them, which I believe I know who is trying to kill them. It's been a hot minute, but you know, potato potato. So I will update you guys if I get any more reading done tonight. I will try to vlog a little bit of me writing or reading, depending on which one happens first, but I have to finish tidying up and then take a shower because I am kind of dusty. And then we'll go from there. But yeah. now Friday. I did get some reading done yesterday. I tried to vlog a little bit, as you guys can probably tell from the like 2-second clip of me eating. But after I ate that snack, it was like, it's one of my favorite snacks. It's just like a tortilla with like peanut butter and a banana, and you cut it up. I got a really bad headache and I fell asleep for like 2 hours. This is where we're at right now. No reading, but I did get some writing done. I don't think I'm finishing my 3rd draft this week. I realized that the chapter that I'm currently working on needs a lot of fixing because it's kind of like the culmination of a bunch of other things and like stuff, and I did not put that into account when I was planning out how I'm going to finish this 3rd draft. So here we are. But right now, it is now lunchtime. Like I said, I have my book and my lunch, which is just McDonald's that my dad bought, and I'm gonna go ahead and get some reading done. I'm like literally right to the part where Thais is about to have Cleo and Thais are about to have a party since their grandma's gone, and like things go down because they find out Luke and Andre are the same person, and like it's gonna be good. So I'll update you guys in a little bit. It hasn't been the most eventful vlog, I don't think, but that's okay. Update on the apartment. I haven't gotten a single update. The guy asked, ooh, wait, there we go. So we're still waiting for our background checks, and I'm just like, I'm not a criminal. The most criminal thing I've done is probably just like scare an old lady with like my corn nuts bag, because I was trying to attract her cats and it looked like I was spray painting her friends. But I was never, no cops were ever involved. She just chased us down the neighborhood and cornered us like a psychopath. But yeah, so I'm gonna go eat now. Hey friends, it is now Saturday night. Yeah, it's been a pretty busy past couple days. So I haven't had a chance to super like vlog. I forgot to vlog bits and pieces again. Damn it. Just got done with another busy day. We celebrated my sister's birthday, so it was just like really close family that we had over that had been like quarantining and like, you know, the usual like keeping to ourselves and not really going out with people that we don't really know. I have gotten a chance to read a lot more. I am, where's my book? I think 300 pages? Past 300 pages. I'm almost 400 pages. Like, I think I'm almost halfway through the book. I think it said 37% of the way through, so I might get there tonight. I don't have much. Everyone in the famille is guessing that someone's a dark twin just because their powers haven't been, like, working so well together. Like, anytime they have Thais in the room and they try to do magic because she's not very practiced in it, they get blown across the room. Which I'm pretty sure it's because Cleo kind of jumped to the assumption that their kind of conduit or their element is fire, and I'm pretty sure Thais' element is water. What else? There's a curse on the family where the original like 13 people have not been able to age. They are basically all the same age that they have been since like colonial period. I think someone mentioned that a character was 260 years old, so everyone's like roughly in that time frame. And they've been missing 2 members for all this time, and now there is the twins, so they can perform the rite again, and either they can continue on with immortality or some of them will choose to die. That's kind of the vibe that I remember. We already got past the part where Luke Andre, or however he calls himself, was ratted out that he had been cheating on the twins with the twins, which I'm just like, bad move. Just a really shitty move. Like, you knew they were twins and you sat there and like fucked around with both of them. The one thing that I'm not liking, that I remember that, I don't remember if Kate Tiernan does this in Sweep. I think it's been primarily just Morgan's point of view in Sweep. What I don't like is that this book is primarily told in first person between the 2 twins, but then whenever we switch to someone else, it goes into third person, and I really don't like that format. I hated it when Sarah J. Maas used it for, I believe, Reese and Cassian and all that stuff when she introduced him in the last book. No, for Reese when she introduces him in any situation. And I hate it when Kate Tiernan does it in this one. Just because I'm like, you know, for Kate Tiernan specifically, you write the words like, oh yeah, Thais is the one talking, Cleo's the one talking at the beginning of every chapter since it's in first person. So I don't know why you can't put like Petra or Daedalus on top of each chapter or something and have them talk in first person. The switch between third and first has never sat right with me when it comes to like books like that where it's multiple point of views, but like instead of first you go into third. So I'm just like, but why? And yeah, I just don't like it. And there are some chapters where we have like, where we keep into third for a while, and I'm just like, why can't you just have it in first? Like, literally, it's not that big a deal. And I guess since she's trying to keep up a sense of mystery as to who's trying to kill the twins right now, I guess the third like distance does make a little bit more sense. But I'm still like, I feel like you could write something in first and not give that away. I feel like it wouldn't be that hard, but I also don't write in first person for that specific reason. So yeah, I'm gonna read more tonight. I'm probably gonna start editing this vlog so that way it goes up tomorrow, because it's only like 4 or 5 days worth of content. But you know, I'm gonna try to sneak in a bit more content as we get along, as I continue reading, and update you guys as I'm also editing. I think I'm gonna edit like the first few days of this, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, I will update you guys the more I read. I'm hoping to get to 50% by tonight, which is like, I feel like it shouldn't be that hard. The chapters are pretty short, and like now that we're past the point of like them figuring themselves out and staying separate for most of the book, we can get into the good stuff. So I'll catch up with you guys in a little bit once I get all my makeup off and I literally like woke up like 30 minutes ago, so this is why the hair is a mess and I need to go take a shower. But I forgot to wrap up the vlog last night because I was reading and I fell asleep. So that hasn't happened to me in a hot minute. But I've reached the part where basically we're switching a lot of point of views, and I found another thing that I didn't like, because some of these guys were like the two younger members of the Tres, which is like the original 13 that became immortal and such. They're pretty young, like they're 15 and the other one's 13, and I just have an issue with that just because one of them, Richard, who is 15, he's a 15-year-old, he's super goth, but he's been around with a lot of girls, and he's also like hitting on Cleo, who is currently 17, and like even though he's like 260 years old and he's much older, and this is a paranormal kind of situation that, like, you know, I typically wouldn't have a problem with if he was a vampire, it just hits me wrong just because the one thing they always mention is how young he is. And then the same thing with Manon, who was stuck in a 13-year-old body, but she's in a relationship with someone who is they're both gay. She's in a relationship with Sophie, who I believe is like in her like late teens, I'm assuming, because they have their own place together. So I'm assuming Sophie's like 18, which like again they're like the same age technically, because they're like very old, several centuries old, and it makes sense and it doesn't bug me. But something about the fact that, like, I wish they had aged up Manon just a little bit to like 16 or something, because the idea of like them, like Sophie having fallen in love with Manon when they were human still kind of bothers me. Like when they were immortal bothers me a little bit just because of the age gap. But I mean, I forgot how their story ended. I know how Richard's story ends. I do wish he was older though, just because it is like a little weird, even though he is supposed to be a lot older than Cleo. But what can you do? But yeah, that is it for this vlog. I'm gonna start Sunday to Sunday now and not lose any kind of camera work. So I will catch you guys in a little bit, and yeah, hit like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you guys in my next video.